The stomach is a very important part of our digestive system. The food that we consume passes through the esophagus to reach the stomach. In the stomach, digestion of proteins takes place with the help of an enzyme known as pepsin. A small amount of lipids also gets digested here by the gastric lipase enzyme. But no digestion of carbohydrates occurs here as amylolytic enzyme is absent in gastric juice. Gastric juice is produced by the gastric glands, which are present in the mucosa of the stomach wall. Every day, approximately 1500 to 2000 ml gastric juice is secreted. Like the digestive enzymes and mucus, hydrochloric acid is also a constituent of gastric juice. Hydrochloric acid performs some important roles here. Pepsin, which is the protein digesting enzyme of stomach, is not secreted as such. From the chief cells of the gastric glands, it is secreted as pepsinogen, which is the inactive form of pepsin. Hydrochloric acid helps in the conversion of pepsinogen into the active form pepsin. The food that we take is not free of microorganisms. Hydrochloric acid helps in killing these microorganisms. Now, the question is, how does hydrochloric acid come into our stomach? Let's find the answer. Hydrochloric acid is secreted by the parietal cells of gastric glands. These cells are also known as the oxyntic cells. Let us suppose this is a parietal cell. Every living cell performs metabolism. As a result of cellular metabolism, carbon dioxide is produced inside the parietal cell. Carbon dioxide then reacts with water in presence of carbonic anhydrase enzyme to form carbonic acid. Carbonic acid then gets dissociated into H plus ion and HCO3 minus ion. The H plus ion now comes out of the parietal cell into the gastric lumen. And to maintain the electrical neutrality of the cell, potassium ion is transported inside the cell. This exchange occurs by the H plus K plus ATPase pumps, which are present on the apical surface of the cell. The bicarbonate ion that was generated by the splitting of carbonic acid comes to the bloodstream by bicarbonate chloride exchanger present on the basolateral aspect of the parietal cell. In exchange for one bicarbonate ion, one chloride ion is transported inside the cell. Chloride ions then move into the lumen and join with the H plus ions to form hydrochloric acid. This is how our gastric juice gets its acid component. Gastric acid secretion can be increased or decreased by certain factors. Factors those increase acid secretion are intake of food, presence of proteins in the stomach, gastrin hormone, etc. And factors that reduce acid secretion are secretin, somatostatin, prostaglandins, etc. Also, the presence of acid in stomach itself reduces further acid secretion by the negative feedback mechanism. One relevant term is postprandial alkaline tide. What is it? From the process of hydrochloric acid synthesis in stomach, we can see for the production of every acid molecule, one bicarbonate ion comes to the bloodstream. After taking food, there is an increase in gastric acid secretion. So, naturally, more bicarbonate ions will now come into the circulation and increase the alkalinity of blood. As a result, we get a transient high level of bicarbonate ions in blood after meals. This is called postprandial alkaline tide. Now you know how acid comes into our stomach and helps in conversion of pepsinogen to pepsin. But what next? How pepsin will digest proteins? And also, how other components of food are digested and made available for the use by our bodies? To know this, click on the link and watch the video. Thanks for watching till the end.